Hey there, welcome back to the series My Favorite Strings. This is Sean, and we're on episode 7 of the series now. This one will feature my 2005 Squier 51, and that is a combination of kind of many things. I believe this was the first all-original design that Squier made without Fender's, Orwellian hand over it, so thus proving their originality. It's kind of a Telecaster headstock and neck on the body of a Stratocaster, but with the earliest Fender Precision bass pickguard, and also a splittable coil humbucker and a single coil in the neck, so you can get lots of kinds of tones, blues to metal, everything in between and outside of that. I kind of liken it to like kind of a, I don't know, I get a really Van Halen vibe from this, just really raw, and the neck is not really finished either. It's one of those satin necks, so that is what I'm beginning to prefer, and which makes me modern. I have a lot of vintage guitars on this, but this is in the modern camp. But yeah, you have sort of the Van Halen vibe with this, kind of a Weezer, Green Day, Nirvana. Just the bridge humbucker on sort of a, bastard guitar. Here we are again with the bastard guitars. But I remember when these first came out, it was maybe late 2004. 2004 to 2006 was the initial run. This is from 2005. And that was a big year for me, personally. I was 16 then, and I did the most shows with my first band that I ever did that summer. But I remember earlier in the year seeing one of these, I think, exactly like this, in the local music store after band practice at home, where I was playing my Strat from the previous video. And I was very taken care of by that guitar, so I thought, like, anything that's trying to approximate it is kind of like secondary. So I picked this up and I was like, well, it's not exactly like what I have, so I don't care, I'm a kid. My taste buds have not grown yet. Anyway, this kind of neck is like perfect. I think on an electric guitar, this is my favorite neck. So fast and easy and just wide enough. They can bend really well and has sort of bigger frets. I love the wear pattern on this. This is more obvious than the last one with the thickly finished neck. And I've actually contributed to sort of the grime on there. I think we could probably compare a picture of when I first got it to now. And that's progress. And progress is perfection. Yeah, I got this from reverb.com in 2019. Oh, and this was the deal from, the house video I got on my 28th birthday. So I got this right after I turned 30. It's lived up to my memory of it and way beyond. There was a period in the winter before I got it where I kind of got obsessed with getting one of these. Just from randomly remembering it and, like, I need to add to my Squier collection. I'm feeling the itch in my pocketbook or whatever. And yeah, this is like $160 plus $40 shipping or something was the deal I got. Very good, worthwhile. Yeah, I remembered in my nostalgic period for this, there was like a battle of the bands in the middle of the street in Midland, Michigan, where I would always hang out as a kid. And someone had one of these. I just remembered like people back in the day using them, beginner to, upwards. And I've heard that you could get one of these for like as low as $69 when they first came out. What a deal. What a deal. $69 in 2004. Of course, that's probably like $1 million today. Let's be real. But yeah, it delivered on the coolness factor and also just like the budget factor and the tone factor, everything. I took a poll on Instagram when I was going to buy one of these. I was like, should I get a sunburst one or a butterscotch blonde one? I forget which one of those won. And anyway, I changed my mind and got a black one. Because it just reminds me so much of my initial Strat that I love so much, and it's really right up there in quality. I know how to set things up enough, but I have it in a weird way. I have the two saddles, lowest saddles, like cocked in a certain way, so I don't have to take the action any higher, because I'm a little baby. I like to have low action. But yeah, it does have this cool Telecaster layout down here, but you just go all the way back here is the bridge pickup, then you're in the middle, and you can also pull this out to get only single coil tones from here to here, I guess. I feel like there's things that I would change, but I don't tend to do that on guitars. I'd be like, well, maybe I get a second one someday and change that one. But then I'll like that too much to do any defacement on it. So you can never have too many guitars. So that's just fine, right? I named it Beatle Boots because I don't know. I just think it looks slick like that, like the black Cuban heel Cuban boots that they wore. All the greats, the heavy hitters with animal names, the Birds, probably the Turtles wore them. I don't know. Who else is there? The Jefferson Eagle, a good band that I made up. They're good though. They're good. On Halloween last year, it was a nice day, and I decided to eat some special candy to, have some nice visions of music. And I was really communing with the old California sounds of Van Halen, and I actually got into feeling a lot about him and also Peter Green, who passed away in 2020, the great original Fleetwood Mac lead guitarist and songwriter and singer. Very talented. But I got into some visions about him and stuff after I'd been on this whole train of thinking about witches and very Halloween-y stuff. I was plugged in with this and just playing very, very devilish music. And I got into thinking about Peter Green and his style and stuff. And then I started to form, I don't know if I'll ever write this whole album, Peter Green's High School for Supernatural Youth. That's what it was, referencing his song Supernatural. Yeah, and then I realized that he had written the Green Monolishi song on Fleetwood Mac's Then Play On album off of a dream about, devil dogs and stuff. I didn't do enough research about this, but but I kind of lived it, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that whole album will ever materialize, or if I'll ever be as productive on that exact front again. But that was nice. That was a nice experience with this guitar, and showed me what a channeling machine it can be. Birthday, on this one, I'm going to base on the serial number. Buffs of this kind of guitar can tell you that the first two digits are the year. So we've got 05, so 2005, and then the next two are the month. So we have 07, so this is July of that year. And the next two numbers, 31, July 31st. I don't know what happens when it turns to a 32 or say a 4 after that. I don't know. There were a lot of days in July that year, and I'm going to die on this hill. Thank you. Yeah, so if you like this series and you want to see other stuff from me potentially, feel free to give the video a like and subscribe if you want to see more. You can clang the bell to know exactly when I upload a video, and yeah, leave a comment to say what else you would like to see from me, or if you've had any similar experiences with this kind of gear or anything you see here. Thank you.